Huntsville police officer William Darby testified in his own defense today in day 2 of his murder trial. Darby accused of killing a suicidal man in 2018.
WAAY 31's Megan Reyna joins us live outside of the courthouse with the very latest on his testimony. Megan.
Yeah, we know that today the trial has ended. Deliberations for the jury will begin tomorrow at 9 a.m. But I can tell you it was very tense today in that courtroom. Now, after calling 8 witnesses, the defense then called its 9th, William Darby himself. That was around 1:30 this afternoon. They played body camera footage leading up to Jeffrey Parker's death. But Darby walked through the defense what was going through his head during that video. He claims when he arrived, he had to take over the situation. Officer Ganesha Pagis was not in control, he said. He claims she was, quote, obviously not acting correctly, end quote. This is because he said she would not point her gun at Jeffrey Parker, who had a gun pointed at his own head at the time. He said to the defense, quote, I had to go in. I thought if I waited any longer, she's going to get shot. Prosecution then began questioning Darby themselves. They focused on questions surrounding the Second Amendment, suicide, and whether or not he could claim self-defense. The prosecution talked about self-defense and how you cannot claim it if you are the initial aggressor. They argued the use of deadly force cannot be used just because he was in a dangerous situation. Now, Darby did seem to get worked up during cross-examination. He seemed not to want to answer some questions, the judge having to ask him multiple times to answer the questions that the prosecutors were asking. Once the prosecutors wrapped up, the defense took over again. That only lasted a few minutes before the prosecution asked Darby to come, or asked for Joshua Vogel, that is, to come back and ask a few more questions, or answer a few more questions. That's the investigator that was looking over Darby's case and was looking over that officer-involved investigation. That was wrapped up here in just the past few minutes. Today is wrapped up again. Jury deliberation will begin at 9 a.m. starting tomorrow. Reporting in downtown Huntsville, Megan Reyna, WAAY 31 News.
As you mentioned, the jury will begin its deliberations tomorrow at 9 a.m. In the meantime, we will have continuing coverage on what else took place during the hearing tonight, coming up on WAAY 31 News at 5 and 6.